The Bandit, Sect Leader and Zombie are fundamentally broken, and I'm here to tell you why and how it can possibly be solved. Since you clicked on this video, I assume you already know the basics of the Sect Leader, Zombie and Bandit, and you are intrigued by why they are broken, or you want to know what solutions I have to fix them. If you don't know these roles though, well, welcome to Wolvesville. The 3 roles we are talking about here are all part of the Bandit role tree and have different ways to gain power in the game, usually through converting and sometimes through killing. What they have in common though is that they are solo converters, meaning they are solo and replace your usual killing roles like Arsonist and Corruptor, and they are converters, meaning they can expand their team specifically by turning villagers. Conversion may sound cool, because who does not want to switch team, form some sort of cult with a few other traitors and work against your initial team? Well, the problem is that it replaces the solo killer, and since that is the case, they're literally better to win as than the village. Village wins namely only give 20 to 40 XP, whereas Zombie wins give 60 XP, Sect Leader gives 80 XP and Bandit even gives the full 120 XP. Which by the way is as much as the serial killer does, and as Bandit, you literally get to have a teammate. A small difference in XP may not be that convincing, though there is more since these solo roles will also count towards daily challenges and achievements. All of this is for quite a lot of players enough reason to give in as villager to conversion roles, especially when it comes to zombies and Sect Leaders, because they can realistically convert everyone by day 6 or 7. If you don't know what giving in is, here is a small explanation. The converter can make a pact with the village to convert everyone who is alive at the guarantee that they don't get lynched or shot by the village. An advantage of this collaboration is that instead of werewolves and solo leaning towards helping each other, it will now be solo and village versus literally 4 werewolves and maybe a voting role, and that is very easy for the village/solo. Yes, you can guess who wins that already if the conversion role isn't dead by day 2. On top of the easiness of giving in, it's also a bad idea usually to actually work against the Sect or the zombies, because they're less likely to have mercy for you and they might actually lynch you in the end game to make the game quicker. So if conversion rules are such a problem, how can we fix it? My first idea is to implement a regular solo killer in converted games as well, so that the werewolves here at least have one partner to work together with for the majority of the game. This should go at the expense of a weaker villager like an RV for example, which yes, usually reduces claim space too, but it buffs the werewolves more than it nerfs them. A similar option is removing these 3 roles from the random killing role category entirely and giving them an own category, and make setups based off them instead of just putting a conversion role in an otherwise normal setup. These are the roles that truly need to be considered in setup creation when they ought to be involved. Alternatively, conversion roles should lose their conversion power as soon as the only living players are their team and villagers and voting roles if applicable. Now, instead of having to wait a couple day cycles, especially for those who are already dead, the conversion team and village are going to fight each other, and this makes the game so much more interesting, because if the conversion team actually loses conversion ability, that means that the village that is not converted will have to fight that conversion team. This would be a really interesting fight and would be much more entertaining to watch as a dead player, whether you are a werewolf waiting for a little bit of XP or a dead villager who actually still has a chance to win in this case. My final solution, which I also happened to use in the custom league earlier this year, is the XP upon winning with the conversion roles is based off the size of the team. Let's say any of these converters start with 120 XP upon winning, but bandits lose 30 XP per converted accomplice, Sect Leaders lose 15 XP per converted member, and zombies lose 10 XP per converted zombie. Well, in that way, it just gets less appealing to convert everyone, as giving out 30 XP upon winning with what is technically still a solo, is that really worth it? The nice element this brings in fact is that you, as a team, have to make a balance between getting rewarded for a win and actually getting the size and power to pull off a win. So to conclude, the Bandit, Sect Leader and Zombie are currently broken because they encourage a partnership between village and solo instead of werewolves and solo. The conversion process is usually pretty easy and yet rewards with tons of XP. The setups they appear in are typically not made for these roles, but this can all be solved or partially solved quite easily, and that's probably the good news about this problem. If you loved what you just saw, then make sure to check out this juicy video I have here for you. You can also subscribe and turn on epic notifications to never miss a future upload. My social links, including Discord server, are in the link tree. Link is in the description. I will see you later, and don't be a traitor.